good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name's Michael. I'm the Dinosaur Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder's First Edition Reign of Winter, a game of intrigue, ice, and mayhem featuring these wonderful and amazing Patreons who support my channel, allow me to do all the cool, crazy, wacky, and amazing things that we do, and have a good time doing it. So, yeah, before we kick off, of course, as you guys have noticed, we are in the midst of a hype train. Thank you so much for the donations, the bits, and the subs for the hype train. If you are a new subscriber and the like, please enjoy those amazing perks, such as emotes and channel points and all those other cool things. Yeah, thank you so much. We have, of course, our hype train reward for today, which is, for every level of the hype train, we are going to add 5 hit die to a scroll that we are going to give to each of my players. This scroll will, with a will save, mind you, allow you to bind that many hit die worth of creature with a single cast of this incantation. So right now we are up to 25 hit die in total, thanks to our tier 5 hype train that we've already hit. We are well on the way to tier 6, which is going to be freaking amazing. So let's see how far that one goes. So thank you to everyone who's been contributing. The names are so plentiful. Calindria, Mr. Game and Art. We have Schooly Eye. That was the 3 of you. Okay. I thought there was more. I lied. Hey, Nazgul Rodeo. That's. Oh my god. I want to imagine that, the Nazgul Rodeo. Anyway. So yes, that is all the things. Anyway, my name is Michael. I'm the Dinosaur Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. We play role-playing games. These are my Patreons. Patreons, say hello to the people in the space, in the internet space. Do it again after I click the button to let people hear you in the internet space. There.
Hello, people.
Hello, internet peoples.
Yay,
Hi.
there it is. Sweet, fantastic. Now, for those of you who don't know what we're doing, we are playing a tabletop role-playing game, a game in which these players take on the role of the protagonist of the adventure that I will be running. I take on the role of the narrator, the arbiter of the rules, the obstacles and challenges they face, and the friends they make along the way. My players use their wits, their guiles, their characters, and all manner of spells, magic, and metal in order to try and overcome a series of challenges in order to try and become the world's best Pokemon master. I don't know, just, you know. I was on such a roll and then I got to there. Anyway, before we kick off, we'd like to thank a few people before we kick into it. And these are our sponsors, the people who help us look good and stay professional. We have, of course, Hero Forge for the wonderful art you see on screen here. All of my character art and all the tokens are made using Hero Forge. Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice you can see behind me, which has all the rules and all of the things that we need to do in order to play our game online amongst friends from all around the world. And, of course, we have Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects that we'll be hearing throughout the course of the game. All the music scores, all of the different monsters, and all of the stuff that we encounter there. Yeah, that'll be done using this. Yes, there we go. Before we kick off, of course, as always, our players are our gemstones. They are the ones who drive our story and who we fall in love with as they go through their adventures. So to tell you a little bit about who they are and what they're playing, we're going to turn the ball over to my players now, starting with Calindria, who is maybe playing Kyrie. We'll have to see as of later on, as Kyrie, as you can probably tell from the artwork, died. Take it away, Calindria.
Yes, I play Yid, question mark, Kyrie, who was a ratfolk slayer, up until about 2 minutes prior, the White Rider of the Baba Yaga, and a follower of Norgorber, the god of stabbing things a lot, until they bleed out and die. And she may or may not miss these little suckers. You'll have to stick around to find out. What?
Ooh. Dang. I'm not gonna lie, I honestly thought your intro was gonna be I'm Calindria, I play Kyrie, she's dead. And I figured that would be the end of it. Yeah, I'm Lucas, Mr. Game and Art. I play Bectrin. He is a dwarf brawler. He has a ridiculous to-do list once they get out of this thing, if they get out of here alive, of quests and things that he needs to take on for his people when he gets back home. So we'll see how that goes. Right now, he's just, hitting people with sticks to try to get the hell out of here alive and get everyone back home.
Hi, I'm Marcus. I'm playing Private Henry Allen, a human gunslinger from Earth. Met up with the party while he was imprisoned in a Russian camp full of zombies and weird shit. Helped them take down Rasputin, and now with a destroyed home, he came with the party to help them save theirs.
And hello, I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion, and I play Makar Viston, a Asimar Magus Elder Charger, who came from his home in Irison, town west of Irison called Sastra. He was told by some red caps to go and find the Baba Yaga, or they will hurt him very much. So he is now with the party, helping find the Baba Yaga, and not expecting the turn of events, because now with the fall of the night the knights, were they were knights, right? Yeah, the red knights.
The heralds.
The heralds, yeah. With the fall of the heralds, might be thinking that he's starting to fail a little bit, so we'll see how that goes.
All right, there we go. And of course, we got Cookie. Cookie is a devil. Cookie's trying to get the soul of the guys here, get them sold to the devil, and serve some good victual. Mm-mm. And that is our team.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now before we kick off, we have of course one last person to thank, and that is our lovely audience members. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show and for being here and hanging out and having a good time with us. As such, we want to invite you guys behind the GM screen in order to have a little bit of fun with us while we are playing. How do you do this, you ask? Well, first of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time in order to influence the game while we're playing. This can be used for insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, divine intervention, divine healing, and so much more. Lots of cool stuff there. Then, of course, for those of you who have some disposable income that you would like to use to help Dag and his friends in their game today, all proceeds go towards the Dag survival check, which helps pay for my lights, my food, all that other stuff, because this is my full-time job. This is kind of what I do. So first of all, we have our $5 donation, which is a hero point for a player of your choice or a jinx point for your favorite GM. These are basically used for the players to roll with advantage, have bad guys, roll with advantage, stave off killing blows, and petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or make things slightly more complicated depending on what's happening. Now, before people ask, why didn't Kyrie use a hero point in order to save themselves from being killed last week? That is because Kyrie rolled what we like to call one of the two miracle rolls, where the only two infallible things that will happen when you roll 3 natural 20s, you are guaranteed absolute victory, and if you roll 3 natural 1s, you are guaranteed absolute defeat. And unfortunately, no manner of hero point or donation or salvation exists that defeats these fated rolls. Unfortunately, it is a sign from the gods and the dice that that is what it is meant to be. So that is why. If people are wondering. Anywho. We then have our $10 donation, which is one of 2 decks in front of me getting drawn from. We have a deck of plot twists that allow me to keep on my toes and do some cool plot twisty things with the story as we play. And the second is a deck of heroic actions, which gives a player of your choice a free superpower plus an extra hero point on top of the ones they already have. So we have one donation here from Schoolie. I'm going to draw at random. Ka-cha. Oop. Did I do it random? No, I didn't. Let's try again. All right, here we go.
Just throw your deck and pick one up.
Okay, no, I'm not doing that. I'm getting this one. What's that? Lost Loved One. Oh, that's a sad one. Okay, there you go. Lost Loved One. It's a puppy.
It's the dog.
It's
the dog you've been looking for since the start of the game.
all
right.
I'm gonna meet it when I in wherever.
All right.
Oh shit, that's where you are.
Yeah, he died the whole time. That's why you find him in the dead world.
Exactly.
Lost a loved one. So I guess we'll deal with that one when we come back to it. But we'll see how it is. Ooh, thank you for the heads up, Australis. I did not know that. I am not interested in it, but I do know some people who would be. Well, then, we have a $20 donation, which is the coveted Golden Natural 20, which Kyrie has one, but you can provide to any player of your, any player or the GM in order to allow them to basically just automatically crit succeed at something. Just make stuff work, because why not? Stuff should just work and be awesome and crit, and that is how it works. So yay. Then we have our $50 donation, which is one of 3 rewards. You can either provide a magic item to a player of your choosing. This can be a homebrew item, an item that is from one of the player's wish list, or you can ask me to design an item for them if you would like. Secondly is for $50, you can increase the difficulty of a challenge, making a fight more difficult, make an encounter more deadly, change the parameters of victory, a whole bunch of cool stuff. Basically, it is a major complication to favoring the villains. And last but not least, if you would like, that $50 could potentially go to a draw from the Harrow deck, which provides a fortune for their players for today. If they invoke the fortune, they will get an automatic crit success. In addition, whatever suit they get for that draw, all of these statistics associated with that suit get bonuses and stuff like that from the whole group. So yeah, some cool stuff there. Lastly, we have our $100 secret menu item, and no, sadly, the $100 secret menu item is not going to be to revive Kyrie. The $100 secret menu item, however, will be, our heroes will be embarking on a quest over the ocean. As such, our heroes will be encountering a number of different oceanic threats when we get towards the island. There is a secret treasure that I will provide to my heroes for the secret menu item. This treasure will count 3 things. First of all, a big pile of money. Secondly, a special type of key that will open any but the most complicated doors that the key is used on. The third is a whistle that summons a vehicle for our heroes to utilize. And the fourth and final one is a pet parrot that has the ability to ventriloquistically copy the voice of anyone it's heard already. So those rewards again: a big pile of money, a whistle that summons a boat, a parrot that can copy anyone's voice, and the other thing. The other thing, which was the... God damn it. I'm stuck on the 2 that were useful. Come on, brain. You can do this. You just said it, Michael. The parrot.
Vehicle.
The vehicle. The money. And... God damn it. Did anyone write it down? Anyone at all? Nope. The key. Thank you, Julia. The key. The key that can open up any locked door. That's the one.
See, Skulai is always all over it, no matter
Skulai
what
is always
it
all over
is.
God damn, putting me out of my misery. Anyway, there you go. So those are our, that is what will be in the hidden treasure chest. Now, I would not, of course, make it just a bunch of magic items. The treasure chest is going to be on a giant crab. Our heroes will have to fight a giant crab to get the chest. That whole quest, and then some, will be our $100 secret menu item. So, there you go. Go.
The
Go.
giant crab we failed to fight on the Sunday game.
Maybe.
This is...
Anywho, we're done. That's it. So who's ready to get this ball rolling?
Hell freaking yes.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
So, without any further ado, we return once more back, not to the land of Galarian, but in a secret pocket dimension, home to the Baba Yaga. The Grandmother's Cauldron is a nexus that connects a number of different locations. With the Baba Yaga still imprisoned within the Marashoka doll, Our heroes need to go and find pieces of her power, reunite it to her, so that she can break the seal one at a time. After having embarked upon the fortress of Vashlik and defeating the Lich Queen that is there, our heroes use the crown in order to break the next seal. However, enraging the Jinn that our heroes were currently talking to, a battle suddenly ensued, with the Jinn and his servants attacking with tooth, claw, and fang. Unfortunately, one of those fangs managed to find purchase in the throat of dear Kyrie, tearing and ripping her soul clean from her body as her form lays dead in front of her friends and comrades. While holding onto the body, Bectrin, still in disbelief at what they are witnessing, at all that was transpiring, we rejoin our group as things begin to slow. Time almost takes on a different speed as Kyrie's soul lifts from her body. As this happens, Kyrie begins to float, headed towards what looks to be a brilliant light high above her. Her form and spirit are teleported, transposed from the tent within the Baba Yaga's hut to a rather grim-looking sight. The Boneyard, a place filled with corpses and ghosts and ghouls, a place of the dead with a large towering spire resting at its center. And a moon with the shape of a skull emblazoned upon it. Kyrie, as you manifest in this realm of the dead, you take a moment to try and get your bearings. Uncertain, but slowly coming to the realization that you did not survive the vicious attack. You look down and you see you are no longer a white-furred rat wearing almost ivory-colored clothes, but you are back in your adventuring gear. Your fur now that same kind of mottled brown color. You look like yourself.
I'm gonna press the wrong button. First thought that's gonna come to mind is, oh shit. Because Kyrie knows that her life force was attached to two others. One being a rather long-time friend and the only other original survivor from the start of this campaign. So she is honestly looking for them.
You begin to look around, trying to find those who were tethered to your life force. But so vast and wide is the boneyard that you do see neither as you cast your gaze around. Though another individual seems to catch your attention. A goblin begins to walk towards you, waving, with a big grin on their face. You see this individual. Neil,
Grax?
for the sake of the people who did not get to meet this individual, who is Grax?
Grax is a goblin occultist. He has a book that he casts all of his psychic abilities from, but none of it is writing, because otherwise he would just eat the entire book right away. He's got picture drawings of all the animals that he summons from it. All the spells he casts from it is all in picture that he can interpret as best as he can. And he hates dogs, as all goblins do. And yeah, he's the one of the original party members to the group, who also came from the same school that Kyrie and Cromwell did. And Kichiro as well.
And he's adorable. Don't forget that.
And he's adorable. And Kyrie always kept him on a leash.
I did at one point literally put a harness on him, yes.
So he wouldn't go and cause trouble. Yes, that is Grax. He's lovable. He's chaotic. And he is Grax.
All right.
Sounds more like Neil.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
The
Well, again,
Oh.
yep. You see
Yeah.
Grax.
Kyrie! Ow. Just whacked a guy. Grax
Oh, I don't know if that was in character for a second. I'm like, what did he
No,
do?
I hit the wall, but I'm like, yeah, Grax just when he goes to wave 2, he accidentally whacks a gravestone. He's like, ow. Ow. Hi.
Yep, that's definitely Grex.
Somehow, even without a
He
body,
runs
he
up
managed
to
to hurt himself.
Indeed.
Oh, yes, Grax runs
I
up
was
to
like,
you.
Kyrie would initially start to ask, "What are you doing here?" Then put 2 and 2 back together, like she had a moment ago, and then said, "Excuse me," and then Grax, but not that I'm not happy to see you, but why are you here? Like here, like physically in front of me here?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure either. One thing I knew, I was trying to teleport through a vortex that I thought I could just teleport to the side, but apparently, magic still is tethered in a way from one point to another. So as I tried to teleport through to the other way, I kind of got vortexed into an orb of oblivion, and I got pulled apart, and I saw my other timelines, and they got pulled apart and all the stuff, and I honestly don't know why I'm here. I got to
shit.
witness other lifetimes of myself, and it was kind of interesting. I got married once, and yeah, that was sad to see that happen. But yeah, I don't know why I'm here, actually. It is very much a mystery.
As you are saying
But I'm
this,
happy.
you hear a voice coming from behind you. Perhaps I can be of assistance. I can explain, perhaps, a little clearer.
Hey.
A skeletal woman wearing, from top to bottom, what looks to be a floral and very, very vibrantly colored dress stands before you. That's a better picture. I like that one. There we go. More details. So, hi, bro. Good to see you. It's been a while. I hope you have been well, my dear. Okay. Now, I am Karina, and I am here to welcome you to the land of the dead. Kyrie, your life has at last come to its end. I brought your little friend here. He was wandering, having slipped between the lines where the psychopomp would normally be searching for the dead. He kept going on and on and on and on and on and on
Yes, that is definitely Grex.
about the people he was traveling with, and did not wish to continue along his journey to the dead without waiting. So, I figured it might be a nice change, a place so that you could at least not feel so alone, and perhaps help you ease the transition from life to death.
I genuinely appreciate that. It's kind of jarring being here.
Ah, I can only imagine. Most people, when they see this, they think grim, sadness, sorrow. But that is so much more. It is an eternal reward for a life well lived. And you, Kyrie, have lived a selfless life. One that has been in service to others, time and time again, placing yourself, your compatriots, and all you cherish and hold dear at risk, all to save others. If anyone deserves a good, long rest, it is you.
I guess I never thought of it like that. The people I surrounded myself with seemed the good sort to go into battle with.
Well, here in the afterlife, we do have a saying. Comparison is the thief of joy. Be proud in what you have done. For what you have done, few have ever tried before. Fewer still have been able to so tangibly be able to claim that they have managed to make a difference as wide or as grand as the one you have in your life. Hold your head up high. This is a deserving place for a... And at this point, all of a sudden her voice shifts. You watch as lightning begins to crackle from behind her eye sockets. You watch as these runic tattoos begin to appear over the bones on her chest and her arms. She seems to be struggling to speak. And that is when you see a blade piercing through her chest and out the other side. Her bones begin to break down and turn to dust, crumbling, leaving only the flowers and the clothes behind as she lands down in front of what looks to be a hooded figure brandishing a knife.
Grax runs over to Kyrie and holds onto her hand.
Grex, you might want to go behind me there, buddy.
We're the same height.
Yeah, it's physically put yourself behind myself. I'm pretty sure I pissed this one off, and I know how.
Just be careful.
You look at this.
Reassure her.
Sure. You look at this individual who stares at you with this kind of like almost playful yet sinister gaze.
I know it probably won't have any effect, but Kyrie will lower her head.
Very well. You do so.
It's no Garber.
Not quite.
That's what Greg sings.
Yeah, sure. As you say, it's no Gorba. The figure says, "What? No, I ain't no Gorba. But not exactly unassociated.
Mhm.
I have come on the behest of our good Lord. You see, he has a very vested interest in you, Kyrie. Moment your body hit the ground, news couldn't travel quicker. Admittedly, a rather impressive feat for a god whose dominion over secrets would normally make such a thing of, well, intimate knowledge. But I'm sure you understand why you are a person of a very, very important interest."
Yeah, I have an idea.
You must have pissed off someone royal.
Yep, I have an idea.
Grax has no idea. And some of our audience may not,
that's true.
too.
That's true. Yes, I realize, that I was granted, many gifts, by, our Lord, that I did not precisely wield in the manner I was supposed to, which basically is, above table. Me saying I was brought back by the god of murder to murder, and I have been super nice. And as the lady, I was pretty
You
selfless.
killed like 2 or 3 guys.
I would say I killed nobody in the manner that would be attributed to murder. It was all self-defense. So yeah, the god of murder is not the
Was
one you
it-
want, I imagine.
Was it one of them a golem?
I don't imagine there's anyway, this doesn't go terribly for me.
He says, you were supposed to be the god killer. You were supposed to use the power afforded to you in order to try and carve our Lord's name into your world, to send shudders and fears into the bedrooms of the strongest men and women of Galarian, a killer unlike any other.
I know.
Well, your payment has come due, and I've been sent to collect. But vague were the details on what condition you're coming with me in. He uses the tip of the blade to sort of scratch at his beard, kind of trimming some of the shorter hairs as he runs it across his face.
One thing I've never been afraid of is a fight, and this might actually be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Kyrie goes for her war dagger, and as that was one of the boons granted to her, it is no longer present.
Well, you draw the war dagger, quote unquote. However, the war dagger is you. While you were in this form as a ghost, nothing you have is on your person. Not really. This is just an image or a construct of these things being on you as you remember them.
Grax has hair,
Is there?
by the way.
I was gonna say, yeah. Is there any definable threat to Grax at the moment, or is this just a mano a mano thing?
You have no idea. This guy looks like pretty much he's a gaunt figure in a hood with brandishing a knife that he is more than happy to kill reapers with.
Ooh.
I'm gonna hold a hand out to try to tell Grax to stay where he is. This is Kyrie's fight, and she knows that it won't go her way at the end of the day, or this particular person spirit would not have been sent otherwise. So she will try to motion Grax to stay, and then we'll take a few steps forward and to the
Grax
side.
Still holding on your hand. He's like, "You just died. You want to re-die?"
I know, but this is as much as I hate to admit it, this is my own doing. And
You watch as
people
this
like you, Grax, you're the ones who taught me to take responsibility for this shit.
Grax just nods and then he sadly lets go of your hand.
The figure kind of looks at Kyrie and just smiles. She says, "Oh, you're one of them. You think you know how everything plays out. Clever sod." Nah, I don't play by anyone's rules. I just know whose name's on the docket. But I don't just kill who's on the docket.
Mm.
Especially if I know that I can enjoy watching you witness the light leave the eye of your friend.
We're about to have a problem.
Oh, really? A problem? Is the problem that your friend is going to start having to talk through a hole in his throat? You watch as he smiles and then starts to pull that hood back up. He then goes
I already
invisible.
have a hole in my throat. It's called a mouth. Technically, it's got a throat.
All right, he's invisible. Roll initiative.
Oh God! Whoa.
How?
The usual way.
Dead roll initiative.
You usually do it for me.
Oh, I do. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I'll do it. Hi-ya.
The normal way.
Okay, just asking for a friend. What level are you guys?
15.
Sweet.
Kills this guy and then he comes
Well,
back.
I got real shit for all I can see it.
Nah, all good.
Very
Don't worry
funny.
about it. He's fine. It's fine. Just yep. Okay, cool.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Here we go. All right. Top of initiative, we have Kyrie. Then we have we'll have Kyrie. Then we'll have Makar. Then we'll have the hunter who's coming for you.
Makar.
Grex. Yeah, you knew who he meant.
I don't
No,
remember.
Makar's gonna come.
Yeah, Makar's gonna show
Well,
up.
no.
Yeah. All right. What are you gonna do?
Makar's just whoa.
She's going to try to put herself back
Good
between
dimension.
them. Excuse me. No, she's going to try to listen for him. I forgot he went invisible.
All right. Make a perception check.
That is.
Don't know what level 15
Oh,
cracks can do. I'm assuming he'll be whatever level
Jesus
he was when he
Christ.
died.
Mama,
Whoa.
that's good. I like that.
Nice.
Even I can't. Even I'm not that fucking sneaky. Well, this makes sense though.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. I am going to try to judge. I know. Oh shit, no, because he's an assassin. He wouldn't just go straight. God damn it. Shit. Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay. So in theory, I know how assassins work. Yep. I know he wants to hurt Grex. So if he were to brush by me, that would create a problem, of course. So I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna step in front of Grex.
Okay.
And I'm going to assume he's coming from not the front. But I need to figure out how the hell to. Oh, what is on the ground?
Dirt, loamy soil, some.
I'd like to pick up a handful and try to toss it.
Sure. You grab a handful of dirt and you toss it into the air. Roll a percentage for me.
Yep, maybe.
Ah, my eyes!
God damn it.
46. You do not hit anything. You just sort of spray some dirt around.
I need to find him, Grex. You're fine. Shut up. I need to listen. Grex, stop it.
Sorry. No.
All right, Grax, you're up next.
Oh, my eyes are kind of blinded now. I guess I don't remember what Grax had because his character sheet got lost in the reset when Dad got a new computer.
Make it up.
Yep. Grax will just blindly shoot away from Kyrie, hoping to hit something.
Okay, roll a percentage as you blindly begin to fire at random.
32.
You do not hit anything.
Flop.
Good at this, Grex. We're so good at this.
My eyes!
I'm sorry. I need to find him.
I know!
All right, Grax. A blade brushes past your leg and slices into it.
Speaking of a car, he had Grax had a 32 AC when he died, so I'm
Did
sure
he?
it's still. Yeah, he had a higher one than.
While he was
he had a
flat-footed?
higher. I don't remember what his flat.
Yeah, it wasn't while he was flat-footed.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Your calf begins to bleed profusely as a blade wicks past it and nicks it.
Ah!
And then you take a ton of damage. But more importantly, you are now also bleeding.
Yeah.
You hear humming coming from all around you, echoing throughout the stone.
Oh god. My fair lady.
As yep, he is just circling around you. Kyrie, what are you doing now?
Is there any way that I can try to pinpoint it? I realize he has an incredibly high stealth, so
Another perception check, and I will make another stealth.
what the hell? Where is
Dude, if he
perception?
rolls another
Yes.
69, then we just lost.
There you go.
Well, he has plus 50. I
Eh.
have to hit a nat 20 to do anything, I'm
Oh.
sure.
No, well, yeah, actually, no, sorry, I forgot. He that should be 55 because he is still invisible.
Yeah, I just didn't know if with the singing, if I could pinpoint his movements, basically. Or follow, rather, not pinpoint, follow his movements.
No. Honestly, this person is moving with such swiftness you are not keeping up.
Okay.
All right, anything you would like to try this time?
Yep, I just need to... what are you?
By the way, this is someone from Private Island's world.
Whoa. Oh, is this the...
Nope, I can't study him because I can't fucking see him.
Neil.
There's actually two
No.
people.
The,
that I was
the
thinking.
guy is an assassin humming London Bridge is falling down. It's fucking Jack
Oh,
the
yeah.
Ripper.
Oh. Yeah.
Alright.
I was thinking of two characters that died while we were there.
As soon as Dag started humming London Bridge, I knew it was Jack.
Mm.
You're gonna die again.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
a second time, Grax.
I honestly don't know what else to do besides try that again. I need to, but then I will know where he is. I've
Alright.
already used.
Roll a percentage as you throw some more dirt around.
Grax, close your eyes this time. That's better.
That's
Much worse. Never mind.
You put sand in your eyes.
Cool.
You are now blinded on top of him being invisible.
I love my rolls today.
It's great. Doing fantastic. All right, Grax, what about you?
All right. Because I think I can start to see again, but it's still kind of hard. So I'm gonna help Kyrie as I kind of open my book, and I'm going to summon a.
There are no words inside of your book.
No, I know. It's a picture book.
There is no pictures inside of your book.
Oh no! I can't summon shit. Okay.
Much like the knife being not a real knife, your spell book is not a real spell book.
Oh no. Okay. Well, then in that case, there's only one thing that Grax can really do, is, because I mean he's about to die and he's got a slashed heel leg.
Yeah,
So
blood is just pouring out of the wound.
He grabs his head and concentrates, and he puts his hand next to his wound, and he's going to use his mind, psychic ability to cast or to use Fleshmend, and I'm going to heal the wound.
Okay. You attempt to heal your wound, but no sooner than you heal your one leg, your second leg suddenly another slash cuts into it.
Kyrie, I don't know how much I'll be able to last.
May I ask, is the where, like in front to either side and the back? Is there no
All
rhyme
over.
or reason? Okay.
And this time,
Over.
there are a ton of cuts that are appearing, not just in the leg, but the side, the shoulder, the arm, the leg. Blood is pouring out of each of these wounds. As this happens, in a final moment, Kyrie, You are still presumably throwing dirt around trying to find this guy.
Yeah, I need to nail him down or I can't do anything.
He reveals himself as he pulls his mask off, just as he is behind Makar. You watch as he takes his blade and runs it clean across his throat. But just before he pulls it, his whole body suddenly freezes. The spiritual form of the murderer in front of you suddenly, in one swift action, is now a solid block of ice. But we'll come back to that in just a moment. Meanwhile, back in the Baba Yaga's domicile, our heroes gather around the dead body of Kyrie. The dead Jinni now laying the one dead Jinn now laying in front of you, with our heroes having no idea how to process what they are looking at. Bectrin, Henry, Cookie, and Makar. You stand in disbelief.
What just happened? Curious, just laying there. Grax is gone, or not Grax. Sorry, Scratch is gone. Also, oh my God, what the? He starts looking around and starts almost seeing things. I don't. He's kind of puts his hands on his eyes and is just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. What do we do?
Come on, Cookie. Don't you have that cocoon thing you put me in? Put her in it. That healed me up.
Can do it one today. I already used that. Don't have it no more. Try again tomorrow, but by that stage, rigor mortis sets in, body and meat ain't good no more. Normally I use it just to keep brisket on the warm, just, in case we need it.
Check the genie. Maybe he's got something on him. Makar's gonna start ravaging through his pockets and see if there's something that might be able to help Kyrie.
There's a genie lamp.
Does it feel like it's still magical, or
How would you tell?
I don't think I can cast detect magic.
How do you tell?
Actually, I do have detect magic as a cantrip.
Detect magic?
I don't think it works as I think it does, though, but because I always forget how it works.
It's fine. The lamp is magical.
Okay.
I was gonna say you could always try to identify the lamp.
Yeah, true.
That's a knowledge arcana check.
Oh, true. I will try to do that. Ooh, 34.
This is a magic genie lamp. It likely belonged to the genie you were talking to, Mamet Will.
Oh, it's
Which means
his
it's
lamp.
empty.
It's oh damn yeah.
You could
that's
use it to
not-
bind another genie, but yeah, the genie in this one is dead. You killed him.
Yeah, we can't help. She's oh god. Makar is starting to almost hyperventilate.
Hey, Dag, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah, go on.
Now that the genie and his entourage are dead, is there an obvious door in this place now?
No, but there is a cut in the ceiling where you can climb out.
All right, Bectrin is, without saying a word, going to take Kyrie's body and climb out.
All right, you begin to climb out. As you do so, a hand reaches down to grab you. It is a wooden hand Yep.
Are they reaching down to grab me in a helping manner or a threatening manner?
In a helping manner.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Do you take the hand?
Yes, I will take it and climb out.
Very well. No. Aha. There you go. All right. Okay, you find yourself as you are pulled out, and this happens to everyone as you are pulled out. You find yourself back
Ugh.
here. It is the entrance to the Baba Yaga's cauldron. And the hand that was reaching out to you was none other than the dryad who lives in the tree here.
Sweet. I remember our old friend. We go way back.
Vigliv was her name. She smiles at you warmly and greets you. You have done it. You have managed to unlock the second of the seals. Hello? Is this thing on?
Yes.
Sorry, I was
Yes,
writing
it is.
something down.
We did, but it cost us dearly.
Our friend Carrie, she's gone. And then with the she then I don't my car can't finish sentences. Um oh,
I am sorry to hear. Your friend seemed quite nice. Your bravery has won you the day, though, even against the treachery of those who would steal your prize. But your quest cannot wait. Your task is not yet done. You have recovered both the Baba Yaga's fate and her power, but now you must seek out her death. She rose in power from a mere mortal. Baba Yaga used great magic to ensure that her death would not be swift to find her through misfortune or betrayal. Baba Yaga placed her death in an anathema, a witch's knife, which she then hid in a chest within a corpse. She buried it under an old oak tree on a mystical island known as Buyan. Even if the Baba Yaga was slain, her death would still need to be recovered and released back into her body for her to truly be dead. So the Baba Yaga locked the island from the ocean itself and stored it in one of the many rooms within her realm. This way, no one could simply stumble across it and have her face her death without her knowing. To free the Baba Yaga from her prison, you must go to Buyan, find her death, and bring it here to her cauldron. She is gaining greater awareness as you free her and will be able to guide you to some extent. I would heed her counsel if I were you. Now go. The death of the Baba Yaga awaits you. Now go. The death of the Baba
Maybe the
Yaga
Baba-
awaits you.
Background now is maybe the Baba Yaga can help us bring Kyrie back.
Right.
Or at least
but
help
we
with
need
the-
somewhere safe to keep her until we can get out of here, essentially. I'm not gonna just drag her corpse into battle and have the
Right.
possibility of it being destroyed. So we need somewhere safe to keep her.
Mm-hmm.
The body may remain here. A small plot can be taken to bury her where the creatures that reside in the cauldron cannot reach.
All right, that'll work for now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, grabbing a shovel, you begin to prepare a grave. Meanwhile, back in the realm of the dead. Kyrie. As the blade is about to cut through Grax's throat, all of a sudden, just the assassin is frozen in ice. A gentle white hand places itself on the shoulder of the specter before putting a little bit of pressure onto it, causing a fissure of cracks to appear and the whole body to just shatter into ice. Standing before you, more specifically before them, I guess, are 3 figures. Each look at you.
I would like to say, just real quick, when he starts to attack Makar, there would just be pure rage on Kyrie's
Makar.
face.
How
Makar,
you
sorry, I'm
doing
looking
it?
at you, and yeah,
I know.
Grax, pure rage on her face, ready to launch into action, and then yeah, seeing them literally freeze, would stay her hand for sure.
All right. The
Um,
first figure in front of you is a tall elven woman with pale skin and long white hair. The second, a satyr with a big red bushy beard, huge antlers like that of a stag, and again, the legs of like a goat type of individual. And the third, a person you actually recognize, albeit probably a lot younger than when you met them, a knight, a human with blackened armor that you recognize as the first black rider that you had encountered when you first arrived in Waldsby all those years ago. Oh, sorry, all those months ago.
feels like years, doesn't it?
Feels like years. You know these 3 are the 3 heralds of the Baba Yaga, the original riders, white, red, and black.
She will, again, with the bowing of her head, I feel like she just should at that point, because they just saved Grax, especially. She'll say, thank you so much. And then we need to make sure that Grax doesn't ghost bleed out. So she would do that.
Okay.
Sure.
I got this.
The leg is fine. Grax's life is not in danger. Mostly because Grax is dead.
Right, yeah. Still weird trying to figure that out, so.
They look at you and they each kind of like exchange different glances. Eventually the elven woman speaks. Well, it seems as though we have finally reached our end, Lilane. Unfortunately, the ritual that we used in order to extend the lives of the champions that would take on the mantle of the rider has unfortunately ended. And it is now our time to leave.
Leave.
I think Kyrie might be muted.
Oh.
No, I legitimately don't know what to say.
Oh, okay. The model moved. Nothing came out.
Yeah, I was pressing because I have to queue up. I have to press the button
Sure.
to do
Yeah,
that.
sure.
You're speechless.
She'll say what happens now, because she is of the opinion that their fall equals the fall of fucking everything. So she's pretty sure that she just doomed the world.
Drax is just like, ritual? What ritual? He wasn't there for that.
I've I've died more than once. Cromwell. You know Cromwell. You actually know Cromwell. Made a bit of a deal where he myself and sorry to say this, Grax, a dog.
What? A dog joined
shared-
you?
Yes, but not the dog I was looking for. Shared
Even worse.
a life force, which means with my death they die too. And
What?
I don't know what happens to our home at that point.
So Cromwell died and you got brought along?
No, I died and he got brought along.
Oh. Oh no. I'm sorry.
To answer your
And
question,
Makar will give Kyrie a hug.
He's adorable.
all right. To answer your question, says the White Rider, it is the end of an era. The phases that once existed where the Baba Yaga would return and begin the cycle, replacing the queen with one of her daughters, will no longer be heralded by our kind. The pact is ended, broken, destroyed. It was a risk we were willing to take to ensure the Baba Yaga's safety, and rest assured, you have done so. The Baba Yaga lives, and pursues now her wicked and treacherous daughter to replace her once and for all. But, unfortunately for me and the other riders, it does mean the end. No grateful afterlife awaits us, unfortunately. The things that we have done, and turned a blind eye to, they are too numerous to count, and at this stage no God would likely have us. Nonetheless, religion is about faith, and we hope to find faith that someone here will guide us to a better place. I don't think that's something we need to worry about. There's plenty of things to do here. And Kyrie, you seem to have your own measure of problems following you, he says, crushing the skull of ice that is beneath his feet. As the Red Rider kind of looks at the two of you.
Yeah, I guess we all have our own problems, huh? I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
no.
assuming I will be.
I know.
We're going to
Hiya.
Dragon Kitchen.
Dragon Kitchen, people.
Alright.
You
With
all the dead
start whipping up dog
characters.
food.
That's it.
That's yeah. Oh my god. That is what we should do. All the ghosts competing in Dragon Kitchen. Yes.
The winner
Um,
gets to come back alive. No.
She will say, I know you've done looking down at the iced and disintegrating pretty much body. I know you've done plenty for me that I have no room to ask this, but do you know if Cromwell is okay, comparatively okay?
The Red Rider says, I don't know. All I know is that the moment you died, our connection was severed.
I was afraid of that answer, so.
Well, my dear, there is one answer that we'll be able to at least provide you that may bring you some measure of comfort. We understand how important the Baba Yaga's quest is, and we still see its importance even now. We are not the creatures and the people we once were so long ago, and none of us are prepared for Pharasma's judgment. Instead, we figured we would use the last of ourselves to perform a forbidden ritual one that we thought we would never perform, but it will see our truest destruction.
What are you talking about?
We will use the last of our life force to send you back to the world of the living, provided your body is in reasonable state. In the hole, buried, worms eating it.
Yeah, well, could be much worse. So I'm not gonna complain. To what end are you hoping here?
We do not have the power that we did before. It will have its limits, but it will allow you to see through the end of your journey. I was against it. Dead is dead. What good are you going to be if you're just going to turn around and come back to the boneyard the second things get hard? Red, please. You know it was not her fault. Kyrie, each of us we've been around for far too long. I hope you understand. This is just the last thing any of us know how to do in order to fulfill our purpose one final time. It may seem like a gift, but what we are asking is a favor. To carry through our burden and our responsibility one final time.
To bring about the Baba Yaga and stop her daughter.
Yes.
Just to verify. Okay. And then what?
Well, when our energies run out, you will, sadly, run out of the energy keeping you alive.
I understand. Will I join you in wherever you're going, or will I come back here?
You will come back here, but we will not be anywhere any further.
She will turn to Grax. Kind of, we're the same height, so I won't pat him on the head. Clap him on the shoulder, and say, "Do you think you would be okay for just a little while longer?"
Of course. I've got friends here now. I can wait a little while for you to get back.
You know that helping me will further piss off the god of murder.
Perception check from the both of you.
Ooh, I like it.
Uh-oh.
Perception. Here comes my nat one. Right in the middle.
Oh, I don't remember what Grax's perception.
Let's roll a
was.
d20, it's fine.
Okay. 19.
Okay. Grax, you see that Kyrie is about to be stabbed. A invisible creature that looks kind of like a scorpion is about to just clip her neck from her shoulders.
Look out! And I push her out of the way.
All right, make a acrobatics check.
Ooh.
3.
All right, with a 3, unfortunately, as you push Kyrie out of the way, you are unable to get clear yourself.
Mm.
The scorpion, one that gave Kyrie her powers in the first place, emerges from an ambush, and as it does so, one claw grabs you by the neck, one claw grabs you by the waist, and both of them, with a single twisting motion, separate your soul into 3 parts.
I just smile at Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie is not enjoying that her I guess mistakes are costing everybody else. So getting a little more pissed off as things continue to happen.
The giant mechanical scorpion just roars and clacks its pincers in your direction. It swings the tail in your direction as several of the riders basically interpose. You watch as the white rider creates a wall of ice that the tail basically gets impeded on. The black rider begins to spew out this blackish smoke while the red rider burns and sort of has these gouts of fire hitting it from both flanks as they're trying to keep this creature in place. The creature seems more angered than anything else. Grax's one arm and neck to like the chest, like just across there, is looking at you and giving you his Grax's final words.
Kyrie. Go find her. Go finish what you started. It was nice to be in your group. It was good to be a friend of yours. It was good to be a friend.
I'm gonna find a way to help you. I don't know how, but I'm gonna find a way to help you.
I'll keep clinging on as long as I can, but
No, you're about to die.
You're dead. Yep. You're dead.
Don't worry, I'll hang out as long as I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just a pleasure.
I say she feels she at least owed him those words, even if she can't follow through on them.
All right. As this happens, Grax's eyes glaze over. Kyrie, as you see the riders holding off, one of the pincers knocks one of the riders to the side, and another gets kind of pushed to just away. The tail smashes the icy wall as the white rider is then grabbed by these claws and dragged into the ground, basically lifted and slammed down. She holds on to the pincers and tries to freeze them with her to the ground as she yells at the others, "Do it now before it's too late!" The black rider runs over to Kyrie, and as it does so, it grabs hold of you. You watch as he smiles, this kind of old, like kind of wizened looking face. Just remember, failure is the key to success. If happiness, success, and victory lay in places that were simple and came without any chance of failure, then everyone would succeed. It is those who understand how to persevere that are truly rich. And his whole body just disintegrates as that sort of essence flows into you. Do you have any last words for the Black Rider? You don't have to, just if you did.
Just thank you. I'll do what I can. I'll do it. I will do it. No matter what.
All right. At this point, the scorpion uses its tail and smashes the ice once more. The Red Rider runs over to you. No time. Get it done. Quit making excuses. Stop thinking this is a joke. The world depends on this. Your friends, you, I don't give a shit who manages to do it. Just get the job done. And you watch as he then burns and turns into ash, and that ash begins to fill your body.
I would say, and for him, there would be no words. It's just kind of a respectful silence. I like this guy, sort of a thing, but I don't want to ruin his final words there. So, just silence for him.
All right. As this happens, your body starts to gain more like solidity. You start to feel your body sort of like becoming more corporeal. The scorpion says, "No, she is ours. She has given herself." And the scorpion tail swings past to try and get you. As this happens, there is a spray of blood as the White Rider stands between you and the tail. It still penetrates through her elven body, and the tip of the stinger enters your body. She looks at you and she says, "Go. And when you see her, take a moment and think of us, so that she may one day see into your mind and can gaze upon us, her loyal servants, one last time. I wish we could have seen her ourselves." And as she does so, she transforms into a cloud of snow that then flows into Kyrie. And you see your color now restore. You feel your tether to this place disappearing. The scorpion says, "I take back from you everything. I take back the power of our Dark Lord. I take back the venom and replace it with my own. Know this, your time is limited. The next time you perish, you will not be coming here." And as your body starts to discorporeate, a single snowflake falls upon the scene. Kyrie, your body discorporeates and vanishes from the boneyard. But a single snowflake left behind by the White Rider lands upon the body of a small goblin. We now leave the boneyard. The hole is dug. Our heroes stand in somber memorial around a body wrapped in cloth. The body of Kyrie, their dear friend. Bectrin, Makar, Henry.
Bectrin will place her body gently in the grave that they've prepared, and then he'll look to the other two and ask if they want to say anything.
You knew more than I did. I mean, it wasn't until we got here that I even found out she was a rat, so...
Carr will hold his hands together and pray to Sarenrae, and pray that she makes it to the makes it safely over, provided that her god doesn't perish her. And then he will throw some dirt in.
All right. Bectrin is going to take a knee at the side of the grave. He's a man of few words. He doesn't talk a lot. He's always been that way. He sort of lets his actions speak for themselves. But he feels that he owes Kyrie more than just silence. So he'll look down at her. He's going to apologize for failing her. Tell her that she was the best of them, and then he's gonna drop a handful of dirt in before he moves to pick up the shovel.
All right. You pick up the shovel. Despite your great strength, it feels heavy in your arms. You go to put the first clump of dirt upon the body. And as you do so, Kyrie, you awaken with dirt on your face.
Sorry. Such a somber moment, and then you awake to dirt on your face. First thing she's gonna do is take in a deep ass breath and probably inhale some dirt, and sit up and start coughing.
Oh my god!
Oh fuck, she's undead. Henry reloads his gun.
No! Stop! Reassess the situation first, Alan. What the hell is happening?
I don't actually do this, but I have the strongest urge to go brains, just to. But then I'll get shot again.
I
so
dare
I'm not
you.
doing that. She'll look around and see. I imagine everyone's face is kind of before the oh shit she's a zombie or she's undead, somber. So she'll look around and Dag, you're right. I have to make light of serious situations. I'm
I know, because
realizing
you're
it now.
scared of intimacy.
Yes, pretty much. No. She'll say, what's wrong? What's wrong with you guys? You look like somebody died.
But the rider, you died and Scratch died, and I'm assuming something happened to Cromwell.
It did. Can somebody help me out?
Yeah. Henry will run over and lean down and give her a hand.
And she will grab it, say thanks, and then use him to pull herself back up. Well, he's pulling her. You know what I mean.
Yep. All right, you pull yourself out. Cookie goes, "It's a miracle!"
Holy shit. So,
Is the
what about
Dryad still here?
Yeah,
No,
she's over there.
she's in the tree.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. What about Phrasma? What about... Wait, where did you go after? I mean, I don't know. What about Norgorber? Because that's the one I knew you were talking about, so it's... Yeah, what about Norgorber?
Things are a little complicated right now. I will tell you everything when we have time.
Okay.
Now, Kyrie, you are clutching something in your hand.
Yes.
It is a crystal with the soul of Grax in it, which I promised to give to Neil about a month or two ago. Which I promised to give to Neil about a month or two ago. But there you go. Kyrie throws it in the lake.
No. So she will. I would say she'll be. Does she know she has it? Wow.
Does she know she has it? When you realize you've been clenching your fist and you look, yes, you do notice you have
that's
it.
what I mean. Was she clutching it willfully, or was her hand just clutched?
Her hand was just clutched.
Okay.
Also,
yeah.
by the
So
way, that whole scene was the loss of the things.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Boom. Done. Okay.
I don't know how to be like, here's the soul of my friend, Makar. Would you like to use him in your bow? Like, I don't know how to get from point A to point B here.
It's like Makar sees the crystal in you know what, I'll just take it. I'm not gonna waste too much time on this. Makar sees the crystal, recognizing it to be a soul gem, asks Kyrie where they got it. And Kyrie goes, I don't know, but I feel something of a bond to it, something close. Makar asks to see it, and you inspect it, and Makar, you get a sense that this gem wants to protect Kyrie. You turn around and ask Kyrie if you can hang on to it. You perhaps can figure out a way to access it. And Kyrie, you get a sense of peace and realize that yes, Makar is, not necessarily an old friend, but he is still a friend. The sense of paranoia and mistrust that you've been developing and building from Makar for whatever fucking reason for the last several months slowly begins to fade away as you remember how incompetent Grax was, and you go, you know what, Makar's not that bad. The end.
I feel like everyone
Nice.
just goes right over. I have several times since then, been like, Makar, thank you. You got me and I got you. We're all ignoring that. I have not said shit about Makar stabbing me in the back for like a fucking month, but you guys keep bringing it up.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
I don't.
Because it's funny.
Michael does.
It was. But I just need you guys to know that I'm not still doing it. Damn it. You
Yeah.
guys
Actually,
are doing it, not me.
For now.
For now.
look, I just said you had a feeling of peace. I mean, anyway, that is how we transition roughly to Makar getting the crystal.
Yeah.
They inform you about that you're after the Baba Yaga's death on the small island. The Baba Yaga, the doll, begins to murmur to you. North and east across the stream. Climb the cliff to find the path.
North and east across the stream. It sounds like we got to go up and to the right. Because looking down the lake, it looks like there's a stream that keeps going. So, yeah, it looks like that's where we go next. Kyrie.
I would say Kyrie will seem pretty damn determined. If she was determined before, it's like quadruple right now. So let's do this.
Let's get this Baba Yaga.
Okay. You begin to make your way wandering to the north, following the directions of the Baba Yaga, until eventually you come to an area where the canyon begins to narrow a little bit, following the stream onwards and forwards. As you do so, you can see the various crags and purchases on either side, leading up to what look to be cave entrances, from which you see several rather familiar-looking creatures. Gugs, four-armed giants with what look to be flapping open mouths where their heads should be, seem to watch you as you travel, but something seems to keep them at bay. Something seems to prevent them from approaching. Eventually, as you make your way onward, you find yourself to a...
Oh, and while we walk, I will try to explain to Henry there that while this isn't normal, that it is far less fantastical than it might be in his world for someone to come back to life.
Yeah. The last time someone came back to life that, wasn't with all the zombies was about several thousand years ago.
Almost
like Kyrie has no idea who you're talking about.
You mean 1,942 years ago?
Yeah.
Indeed.
So yeah, it's been a hot minute. But of everything that we've seen so far, I'm starting to feel a little jaded to all this magic stuff. I think once we fully get back to your world, I'm just gonna settle down.
Your gun says, "That's right, soldier. You should settle down. Find yourself a pretty thing. Have yourself a bunch of tiny bullets. That's the dream."
Yep. Then hunt and fish for our food in the wilderness. Actually, doesn't sound too bad. Good retirement plan. Assuming we don't get our insides become our outsides.
Well, there's only one way to make that not happen.
Yeah, don't die. So, how many more of these locks on this doll do we have to open?
We have no idea. It's a
We have no idea.
doll inside a doll inside a doll. I don't know how small this
Yeah.
thing gets.
They could sometimes be about that big, and this thing was like what, this big in the start?
No, I don't know. Something.
Basically, it'll end at some point, but we don't know when, because we don't know how many dolls exist inside of this doll.
Indeed. Now,
Yeah.
brilliant sunshine shines down from a cloudless azure sky, as flawless as a painting in a storybook. Ahead of you, the waves of a cerulean blue ocean break against the sandy shores that stretch into the distance in either direction. You hear the cry of gulls above you as the surf rolls in, breaking the silence of this otherwise empty seascape. Looking around, this is just a small islet from the outside of the cave, or the ravine. It's about a 1/4 mile in diameter, and all around you is this ocean. Much like the Vashlik demiplane, it appears infinite in all directions.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the doll and be like, don't imagine you can help here.
Across the water.
There's no end to this water.
I will
think
guide
just-
you.
Good enough for me. And Kyria will start walking.
You sink into the ocean.
Sweet, I love it.
You make
Alright.
make a swim check.
He's just saying.
Stupid. Immediately
You
dies.
said you would guide me, you bitch!
She's guiding you. She didn't say she's gonna. She didn't say it was a good idea to like walk there. With a 24, you're able to swim basically. Like you're able to like kind of paddle a little bit.
Okay.
She says.
Guys, she did not mean that, like, this is an illusion. Fuck. Okay.
you are soaking wet.
That's funny.
Can I, I'll shake?
Is it reasonable to assume, Kyrie, that you no longer have those ice powers of yours?
That is, you know what? I don't want to assume. So she will try to use it.
Go, ice powers, go. Nothing seems to happen.
Huh.
Does there happen to be a boat nearby? Like just a conveniently placed boat along the edge?
Roll a percentage.
Oh boy. If I get this, I'm gonna lose it.
45%.
Probably not.
Not within eye shot. There is still about a 1/4 of a mile of like expanse around you that potentially could work, but yeah.
All right. Well, I am the fastest here, so I can go run and do the scouting real quick for the boat.
First of all,
If
how
there's a
dare
boat.
you?
I mean, unless you want to race for it.
I do now. Shit.
Uh.
Dag. Be like, my car. Give me fly. No. Oh well, and I don't want.
I mean,
Honestly, I don't
technically-
want you running off solo because nobody should be running off solo.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you are running off.
I imagine we all start to follow it around, and Private Allen is going to run ahead.
Not
If
not
he
too
starts
far.
to- Okay, I was gonna say
not
if he
too
starts
far.
to get where he'd be
I'm
like out of
gonna
eye
be
shot, I would call him back.
at most like 10 feet ahead.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Sure. All right. You begin to make your way, for whatever reason, 10 foot ahead of everyone else. I don't know what that extra 10 foot is going to let you see, but, by thunder, it's yours. As you make your way around the island, eventually, Bectrin, you're the one who sees it, because I just feel like spiting both Kyrie and Alan. Bectrin,
They're too busy racing each other.
yeah, you notice by the side of one of these palm trees that are on the outskirts of the beach, a very, very obscenely large mortar and pestle.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, because she doesn't ride a broom.
That's weird. Hey, guys, that's weird, right?
What's
It's not
weird?
supposed
Oh,
to be that big.
I mean, I've seen bowls not really that big, but
Uh,
like cauldrons are that big. But
Are we supposed
That's
to
not a
make
cauldron.
just a giant?
That's a mortar and pestle.
that is a mortar and pestle.
It's made of stone, by the way.
So we're supposed to make a giant bowl of guacamole? What's this?
Kyrie will again look at the Baba Yaga and be like, "Is this thing going to float, or am I going to drown in this?"
Will float.
She's just Baba Yaga's just like, trust me, bro.
I've seen
You know
weirder
what?
things.
I mean, I'll be honest. I kind of owe the riders here, so I am willing to jump in feet first, metaphorically speaking.
Sure. You're in the mortar and pestle.
You guys coming?
Yeah, I'll get in.
Makar, you jump into the mortar and pestle.
I'll wait out here and push it into the water since it's just sitting next to a tree.
Oh, I thought it was on the edge.
I knew the
Yeah, I
only
knew it was
person
a-
who was like present in that moment just then was gonna say that.
That's fair.
Henry
Like,
will
that's-
help.
That's
the
right.
water, but
You
I'll
guys
jump
go ahead and hop in.
yeah.
I'll push you all in.
I'll wait for him to start pushing the in.
Henry and Bectrin both start sliding and realizing very quickly that a giant stone mortar and pestle probably needs more than two people to push into the water. In addition,
I'll
with
get out
Kyrie
and
and
start
Makar in
pushing.
it as well,
Yeah.
it's just hard.
How much does it weigh?
How much does it weigh?
I'm
Oh,
gonna go faster.
you know what?
Yeah,
I will
because with
because
Bectrin and I combined, because I know Bectrin should
It
have a
is
pretty
3,500 pounds.
Yeah, I can push and drag 1750.
cast light and object on the mortar and
My
pestle.
push
So-
drag is 8,000.
I cast light and
It is
object.
nothing for us.
My strength is a 30.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Here's a question: how did you get to 17K if Bectrin's only at 8?
No, I said 1760.
17. Yeah.
Oh, 1,750.
1700.
Right.
1,750.
All right, sweet. So yeah, between
So
between you and Bectrin, because it's 3,500. So yeah, between the two of you,
Actually
You-
picks it up
Also
with one
the-
hand, apparently.
it's still heavy. You guys
Yeah.
don't need
Oh,
to be
yeah.
like
It's-
on the beach.
Its weight
being
is
like,
also
"Ugh."
halved.
Ugh. Huh?
I casted light and object on the mortar and pestle, so its weight is halved.
Sure, if you must. You push it into the.
I'm
This
so
isn't a
hungry.
challenge. I'm just saying it's heavy.
Henry is just
Yeah.
like,
This is the
About
difference.
half as
What
heavy.
I say-
However, we need to get the fucking boat to
Whatever
the water.
I say-
we will
I
do
just-
that.
Yeah, I just want to say this, right? I want to say this. It was a narrative statement. The shit
Yeah.
was heavy, okay? It wasn't a challenge.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't
Just-
need you
I
guys
love
to
that Neil
unzip
heard that
and
it's
start
heavy, and he's like,
whipping
"Oh,
out your
yeah?"
carry capacities, okay? We're cool. You push the stone fucking thing into the ocean, then you get in. Oddly enough, for some reason, it does actually float. It does not take any water, and it does sink a little bit to, obviously, buoyancy-wise, but all of you can get into it. The pestle
Yeah.
is actually, so it's not like one of the big, heavy, round, like kind of grindy ones. It's actually a long one with a heavier, grindy bit at the bottom, which you can potentially use as an oar.
Yeah.
Now, I would like one person to nominate themselves to be the oar person and to, pull themselves forward with a ride
I
check.
nominate Kyrie.
A
In
ride
light of
check.
the fact that I just died to 3 1s, I do not nominate Kyrie.
I already
I
said I got it.
nominate me.
Yeah,
Oh, you do?
you did.
Okay.
All right, Becton got it.
Okay. If you nominate yourself, Vector, then I'll let you do it.
Well, that, and I do feel like Kyrie just needs a second to think about everything that just went the fuck down, especially with what happened with Grex.
Yeah,
so.
she's kind of got to deal with the trauma of dying.
You can do that over the beautiful Ijosi while you're
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I mean. So that's
Yeah.
why she's not going to volunteer. She just needs a damn second.
yeah. You
Staring
just
off into space, sticking her hand in the water.
all right. So as you begin your journey, can I get that ride check, please?
Ride is its own skill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't hear you, so.
Okay. Well, Becton, you do your best.
Right. You'd think I'd be better at this, but that's okay.
Look,
hang on.
So let's actually go through this a little bit. First of all, Becton, I need a will save from you, please.
Okay, I can do that. Oh, good. That's my worst one.
Oh.
Okay, Becton. As you are taking the pestle and starting to just stroke each side of the mortar that you're sailing in, you take a moment and you realize something. Never before in your life, ever, have you been nowhere near Earth. You look above and you see an endless sky. You look below, you see an endless ocean. You look on all horizons, and it is just water. The only bit of ground you have is moving and bobbing and swaying, not attached to anything. And you're freaking the fuck out.
I mean, that's fair. I am a ground-based people.
You're a dwarf. Yeah.
Yeah.
You only
we love
learned
the
what
ground.
you
That's
only
what we
learned
do.
what
We don't
sky
fuck with
was
water.
not too long ago. And so you're just sitting there, just like, all right. You know what? Let's have this conversation.
Yeah.
Becton, you hear a voice. Hey,
All right.
Hey, boss. Listen. Have you noticed that water doesn't stay still?
I have, and I don't like it.
I don't like it either, man. Like, where does it go? Why is it moving? Does it need something?
That's a good question.
Fuck. You think it's too late? Do you think it's too late to go back?
I don't think we haven't gone very far because I'm not great at this. So we could go back.
Okay, I mean, maybe it's just me, but we should probably. And as you look back over your shoulder, you see that the island that you left from is gone.
Oh well, fuck. That's about par for the course.
Son of a fucking bitch. When did that happen?
Is this happening out loud?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say everything
This
okay,
is-
Vectrin?
No, this is Becton talking to Becton.
Yeah. This is Bectrin in his
This is a
internal
second.
voice
Yeah.
right now.
Vector in one of his many mirror
You
images.
just hear him muttering, "Where does it go?"
All right. Listen.
You just see
listen.
him looking around like I hate all of this.
Yeah, just okay. Now, listen to me. Listen to me very carefully. What's very important is to remain calm and instill the people you're traveling with's confidence in your ability to get them where they need to go safely. Okay? Choose your next words carefully. You can do it. I believe in you.
All right.
Hey, Becton.
Bectrin is going to take a deep breath and just like stand up straight, chest out, continue to row. He's like, I got this. He's going to project confidence. And he's like, I'm not going to open my mouth yet, though.
Yeah.
Because if I open my mouth, I'm going to freak out about the water. So I'm just going to look like I know what I'm doing.
Can I sense motive?
I was gonna say. I was gonna ask the same thing.
Sure, you can. Anyone who wishes to can sense motive as Becton just stands up all of a sudden.
Bectrin in
Nice.
his head is just like, I got this. I got this. We're good.
I'll let
I
it
got a
happen.
natural 20 on that.
Yep.
Of course.
My
Yeah,
car's just
you're-
waiting for.
Yeah, you're fairly
the
sure Bectron's about to
inevitable
throw
whenever
up.
we find
You
it.
think maybe? Okay. Okay,
I'm saying,
Becton, what are your...
on the land, in the land? I'm good. You get me off of that, and I got nothing.
right.
Kyrie is going to suggest that we take turns.
Why would you suggest that? I got this. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Okay, see, I'm trying
Hey,
not to out
hey,
you. So
calm down.
You
Okay, I got this.
you heard the man. Everything's fine. Henry's gonna open his whiskey flask and just start drinking.
Okay, so Private Allen is not going to be the one to take a turn.
Right? He's not taking a turn. It's fine.
It's not even whiskey. I mean, it is, but
Do we know that?
If you
Yes.
can convince Beckman
Okay.
to take turns, I
It's-
will be totally willing.
it's a whiskey flask, but it's just the horn, the drinking horn of bottomless valor. So he's just like literally liquid courage.
No, but Kyrie will legitimately suggest that we take turns, because we don't know how long this is going to take. We don't know,
Right.
blah blah blah. Obviously, trying to just help Bectrin out here, but not going to help him.
I appreciate that, but I'm going to give Bectrin his word, and then we can go for the offer.
No, I mean that's a good idea.
It's a good offer.
And-
It's a good idea for sure.
Bectrin
I-
is happy for the out.
Yeah, timing wise, Bectrin, you're about to instill confidence in the team.
Yep. He's like, standing up straight, took the deep breath, chest out. He's just rowing, doing his best, right? Like he's making it look good,
Yep.
but they're barely moving,
Okay.
right? End of the day. So it's like a child is rowing them,
Yep.
but he's trying here.
Yep.
And he's like, don't worry, guys. We'll be there in no time with the Baba Yaga's guidance. Kyrie's back. We got this. Things are looking up. We'll be there. Easy done.
Okay. Well done. I love that. Make a diplomacy check.
I'm sure I'm fantastic at
Natural
that. Let me
one.
check.
Don't you have a -1 in that?
I think
or
he
something
does.
Like that?
I have a +5. Thank you very much.
Oh wow.
I have a -1 in charisma, but a +5 in diplomacy somehow.
Mhm.
The
Sure,
most
sure.
diplomatic dwarf there is.
And a nat 1.
Oh my god, yeah!
Nailed it!
I am a bad liar, okay? That's not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
He is.
All of a
the
sudden-
most
Judge me.
interesting
All of a
dwarf in
sudden, the
world.
Baba Yaga just goes, "I need to fuck up." Oh, shit.
Somebody take the orb from this man immediately.
Yeah. So Kyrie, at this point, yeah, you kind of have that discussion and stuff, and you continue onwards. Now,
Yeah.
as the time continues on, the water does not agree with Bectrin or any of the others, really. The water starts to get a little bit choppy. From behind Kyrie, as you are, I presume at this in this particular leg, you're the one who's rowing.
Right.
From behind, you can continually hear directions as being given by the Baba Yaga, guiding you as you move. Henry, you, however, see something in the distance. You think it's an island at first, but it's odd because you're sailing away from the island, but the island continues to grow closer.
Did we just leave the island, you guys?
It's a different island, sorry, to be clear.
Oh, I was like, Carrie,
Okay.
you're going backwards.
Yeah, that was Henry's first thought. Hey, island's coming up and it's getting bigger.
What?
Makar, you turn around as well. As you do so, approaching you from behind,
Oh.
you see what looks to be a massive serpentine figure gliding across the water in your direction. As it makes its way towards you, the fins upon its side start to rattle as it pulls its head out of the water.
Ooh.
Dude looks absolutely zooted out of his mind.
It really does. Yo, dudes, you got any munchies? I could really
the
go
fuck
for
is
some
zooted?
guac, man.
Stoned.
You got any cool?
Thank you.
Dude looks like he is.
I'm not
he-
cool.
He
Damn
did
it.
not smoke Abel. He smoked a mortar and pestle bowl.
Don't
We're in
worry
his.
about a
this is his-
thing.
We're sailing away
Cause
with
every
his-
little thing is gonna be alright.
Purple one
Yeah.
comes up.
Hey guys, I like this guy already. Can he join
He
us?
seems pretty chill.
Yeah, no, he's gonna eat you guys because he's got the munchies and he's gonna get you.
Yeah.
Oh man, if only I had the food for the baby still. I could give it to him.
That's
It's
true,
the
but you
giant
gave it
baby.
that. You gave that to the mandrake.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Okay. Well, in any case, this thing's coming for you. And we'll come back next week, and you guys can fight
This
it.
sounds like a job for the Rod of Wonder.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
Next
Neil's
time.
gonna kill us all next week.
All right, I'm
everybody.
back to not trusting Makar now.
So anyway,
Gotta
guys,
use it sometimes.
thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Michael. The Dodge Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. We are going to be here. Okay, so there's going to be no 7 Dooms for Sandpoint this week because I will be dog sitting. There will be no Pray for Death this week because we have a few people who have some commitments and we are at some pretty crucial points in the story, so we won't be there for that. We will be here for Sunday Gatewalker, but we also won't be here for Monday for Monday
Crimson Throne.
Crimson Throne. I can't remember why, but we aren't. There's reasons.
I think it was.
I think it was like Memorial Day something stuff things.
Oh, yeah, over here it's...
Yeah,
Monday's
something like that. So
Memorial Day,
it's holiday seasons. So this weekend we've
Yeah.
got some disruptions. So in essence, the only game that we're going to be having until Reign of Winter next week is going to be
Gatewalkers.
Gatewalkers. So stay tuned for that. I might stream something like just me chilling out or something. Maybe I'll drag Neil into things, but you know, alternatively as well, if you guys would like to, hey, check the Discord from time to time because I do play some video games on time, you know, here and there, and you know, sometimes I'll just chill out and chat and you know, just play games and stuff. So yeah. It is late. Oh my god. Dagformation. You know what? Dagformation. What Dagformation shall I give you guys today? Here is my Dagformation. Death is a funny thing in role-playing games. I think it can go very well or very poorly. As I said before, when Kyrie died having 3 natural ones, it was kind of like, well, there's nothing you can do about that. It's almost superstitious as to why we have that death occur, right? We don't want to anger the gods of fortune. We do not want to anger the forces that decide whether or not we can or cannot have a good time. Because sometimes you just roll like absolute garbage and you have a great time. Sometimes you roll like garbage and you have a bad time. So the 3 nat 20s and the 3 nat 1s as a critical, like a win or a loss, for me has always been a part of that. It's a ritual, you know, and to have someone die from said ritual is always a sucky thing. So why did I decide to bring Kyrie back with, well, first of all, I had a chat with Callie to make sure that that was perfectly fine and, you know, to make sure that was something that they wanted. But also because in general, any death that occurs should be just as exciting as the life that character lives, you know. It's why I like to do things like having the funeral moments or having people share their last words or their last feelings or their thoughts. Because while invoking that moment of, like, devastation when a character dies is important, I think it's equally important to have that level of appreciation for the character. How did people feel about this person? What do those people have to say about these individuals, you know? It can really be illuminating and very, very heartwarming to know that your fellow teammates and your fellow players appreciate your efforts at the table and appreciate the character's contribution to the adventure thus far. You know, just that's one of the reasons why I enjoy doing it the way I do. Do I have a revolving door death system? Absolutely not. I, generally speaking, you know, here's the weakness. If you have a great story, I will try to keep you in the story because you have a great story. If you play numbers and stats with me, I'm not inclined to do any favors. If the stats say you die, you die. But alternatively, if there's a great narrative to tell and a huge emotional response, I prefer those deaths to be permanent just because people can grow, people can learn, people can like evolve from the death of certain characters. I know that we have evolved, I know that Cromwell and Kyrie changed when Grax died. I know that Same thing could be said about Kichiro as well, you know. And I think Mistwind as well was very was considered very fondly by a group of characters who now I think are all dead. But yeah, these this is kind of one of the things. Don't shy away from death. Don't shy away from like killing off players and stuff like that. Just make sure that 3 things: the death is meaningful, that you collaborate with the player who has died to make sure they get a good send off, and make sure that you give everyone space to, without risk, be able to express their gratitude to the character who is no longer there. You know, that's what a good farewell should look like. Okay. Also, if they're religious, go the religious route. That's kind of cool. Like if your character is a cleric of Rovagug, fucking eat them. You know, like grab their body, rip them to pieces, eat their flesh raw. You know, go nuts, dude. Do the thing. You know, it's all in game. It's fine. Speaking of which, Cookie goes, "I'm in the boat too." I didn't say
Oh
it.
yeah, hey Cookie.
So I didn't say this before, but you know, my beard's on fire, my hair's on fire, and I'm surrounded by water, and I don't like it. I get you, Begdern. I do have sick bags. You want a sick bag?
I'll just go over the edge. It's fine.
Okay. Feeding the fishes, I get.
Exactly. You know, circle of life, all that.
Cool. There you go. I forgot that Cookie was there. But anyway, yeah, he's there. Sweet. There you go. So that is my advice on death. You're welcome. Guys, thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Till the next time we meet, as always, from us to you, stay kind, stay safe, and be wonderful. Until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And
Bye,
Brimchad,
everyone.
freaking good to see you. Join the Discord if you haven't already, because I miss your face. There you go. Boom. Mwah.